Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the Georgia Cyber Academy Middle Grade Band as we celebrate Black History Month. The purpose of the celebration is to honor contributions made by African Americans and to recognize their sacrifices. But first, let's talk about why we celebrate. On February 7, 1926, Carter G. Woodson initiated the first celebration of Black History Week. It later became a month-long celebration in 1976.
So now that we know the why behind the celebration, let's get the celebration started.
Harriet Tubman, born 1822 in Maryland, died 1913, famous for leading the Underground Railroad. Her famous quote was, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world."
The story of Claudette Colvin is one of the many examples of the impact of Narrative History Week, now Black History Month. When asked to give up her seat, she refused to move on a Montgomery bus on March 2, 1955. Her actions were inspired by lessons taught during Narrative History Week at her school.
I could not move because history had me glued to the seat. It felt like Sojourner Truth's hands were pushing me down on one shoulder and Harriet Tubman's hands were pushing me down on another shoulder, and I could not move.
He promoted nonviolent tactics to achieve civil rights and led a number of peaceful protests, such as the famous March on Washington in 1963. He won the Nobel Prize in 1964, and at the time, he was the youngest person to have done so. His birth name was Michael, but was later changed. Who is he? The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
She was the first Black woman millionaire in America and made her fortune thanks to her homemade line of hair care products for Black women. Born, Sarah breathed love to parents who had been enslaved. She was inspired to create her hair care products after an experience with hair loss, which led to the creation of the Walker system of hair care. The self-made millionaire used her fortune to fund scholarships for women at the Tuskegee Institute and donated large parts of her wealth to the NAACP, the Black YMCA, and other charities. Who was she? Madam C.J. Walker.
Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in a cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Mean old Mother Goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. Dragons breathing flame on my counterpane, that doesn't frighten me at all.
I go boo, make them shoo. I make fun, away they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Tough guys fight, all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all.
That new classroom where boys all pull my hair. Little girls with their hair in curls. They don't frighten me at all. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams.
That magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the extra floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all, not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
As valedictorian of her high school graduating class, Gladys May Brown received a full scholarship to Virginia State College the historically black college where she earned a degree in mathematics in 1952 and earned her master's degree in the same subject in 1955. In 1956, Gladys was hired as a mathematician by the U.S. Naval Proving Ground, a weapons laboratory in Dahlgren, Virginia. She was their fourth black employee. There, she met Ira V. West, another black mathematician on the base, and the couple married and had 3 children.
At Dahlgren, Gladys West was admitted for her ability to solve complex mathematical equations by hand. She eventually transitioned from solving those equations herself to programming computers to do it for her. One of her first major projects was work on the Naval Ordnance Research Calculator, NORC, an award-winning program designed to determine the movements of Pluto in relation to Neptune. Miss West is most known for her work contributing to the development of the Global Positioning System, better known as the GPS, a system that people use on a daily basis for directions. Miss West's story was told in Hidden Figures, which is a movie that shined the spotlight on black female mathematicians who helped change the world.
Did you know that Bessie Coleman, the first African American woman to earn a pilot's license and fly an airplane, the year was 1921?
Did you know that Ruby Bridges was the first African American child to attend an all-white school in the South? The year was 1954.
Washington Carver was an African American scientist and educator. Carver is more famous for many inventions, including a number of uses for the peanut. In all, he developed more than 300 food, industrial, and commercial products from peanuts, including milk, Worcestershire sauces, punches, cooking oils, salad oil, paper, cosmetics, soaps, and wood stains.
Did you know Thurgood Marshall was born in 1908 and died in 1993? Thurgood Marshall was famous for being the first African American Supreme Court justice. His famous quote was, "Sometimes history takes things into its own hands."
Marcus Garvey said, "A people without knowledge of the history is like a tree without roots." This is why we continue to study and celebrate Black History Month. We hope that you all have enjoyed our program, and most importantly, we hope that you have learned something new.